Alright. I am starting a new game of Fallout 76 with a new character. I haven't done much in the game as a whole, so I thought I would learn this game with you. So you go through, there's all these things that you look at and you want to pick up. If you played any Fallout game at all, you want to just pick all this stuff up. But you really can't. One of the things you can do, though, is at the very beginning you can get this holotape, which is one of the best ways and only ways to get that particular one. Everybody who started this has gone through all of these. I'm not going to waste everyone's time by going through all of those again. First time I played, I went through and I tried to pick up everything, and I couldn't. You can't even get into the first aid kit. See, they have these. Why can't we have these? It's a pretty old school looking Pip-Boy. Even after getting your Pip-Boy, you still can't loot anything. There's nothing to pick up. From what I found out,
you have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
Message repeats in 24 hours. System breakdown.
You start in a random one of these rooms every time. They're all exactly the same. As you can see, they've got the same sugar bombs, the same, snacks, the same layout, everything. But you start in a random one every time you start again. One of the things I've always wanted to do is just explore this vault and see what all's here. But it's very linear, and you're not allowed.
Imagine dying of hunger or thirst. How utterly embarrassing.
So much room. So many places that are sealed off. They did a really good job of making this vault feel large without actually showing anything.
Rad-X to prevent radiation sickness. Rad-Away to cure it. It must be terrifying leaving this warm, secure vault for a
Those
hospital.
building supplies are going to be super useful very soon.
Heck of a party last night, eh, Mum?
Only place
Good
you
to
can
see
get that
you all
party hat
together
in the
one
game.
last time. Drunk,
So if you're all
joyous,
about collecting the cosmetics and things like that, make sure you do not forget it. You know, they talk about that being the only one. Look at all these camps here, and you can only take that one. Once again, can't loot any of the lockers.
I know it will be scary out there, but you possess the skills to not only survive,
Make sure you do
but
not
thrive.
forget those perk cards. They are super important. Alright, let's see. I think I'm going to go the melee build. I haven't done a melee build before. But I need to start with intelligence so that I can be good at healing myself. Okay, that's the way out. But before you leave, there's a security terminal that you can hack. Not only does it give you experience, but it lets you take a look at all the things that have been going on. And I just realized the thing that I was looking for is actually not here. I'm going to find the information from the Overseer's
Remember, adaptability is key.
mission. Which you have to go around and to the Overseer's terminal. The reason that you get this particular thing is it gives you a quest. And I pulled out the holotape so that I can play it and you can see the captions.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
So we get to, so it looks like the original meta plot was finding and dealing with the nuclear silos. Since then, they've had some expansions, they've added some story. This is after both Wastelanders and Broken Steel. So there are NPCs, scavengers, and raiders, and members of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci.
This guy will sit
Au
here
revoir.
and go
Auf
through pretty much every
Wiedersehen.
language saying goodbye over and over again. Alright, let's see. First thing you're going to want to do is go to the right, search this body here. You're going to find a weapon and a little bit of junk. The junk is random. The weapon is almost always going to be a pipe pistol, which is not good, not great, but it's a start. I'm already out of ammo. Isn't that lovely? First things first, let's see if I can get... Whoa, hey, how you doing? I don't like you. Guess I'll unequip that and I'll punch the robots to death. That's gonna be fun. Where are you? I hear you. You're shooting at me. There, if you run and you hit them, you can actually do more damage. Things like soot flower and stuff like that you can harvest. It's always good to gather what you can, because cooking is such an important thing in this game. It keeps you alive and healthy. Oh, come on, give me something useful. Of course not. Where are you? There. Oh, crap. There's just a ton of you today. If you manage to run and hit the enemy while you're running, you'll actually do more damage. It's easier to do with some kind of weapon because you have a little bit of range. Unarmed like this, you don't have anything. There we go. I'm only a little bit hurt. It's okay. Down here we got some ammo. A couple of melee weapons off this responder, which is definitely going to be useful. I think I'll go with the pitchfork for now. As you see, I'm gathering everything I come across, but that's because this character literally has nothing to craft with once I get to my camp. You're going to want to be much more picky about what you gather the higher level you get, because there's a limited amount of space that your camp can store. Once you get all the way over here, you find a military checkpoint. Lots and lots of dead military folk. And here's the military vehicle I just checked. Campaign hat. I like those. I like the way they look. You're going to find a lot of ammo just around here in boxes. That's why I brought us this way first, so you guys can see it and know what you're looking for. Alright. Now as you go, further that way is a bunch of stuff you can explore and stuff like that, but we're going to look this way because we're going to move on and deal with the quests. Which means heading back up this way. Oh, hello there.
Yeah.
That was much easier with a weapon.
D. Cooper. Calling out to D. Cooper.
Hey.
You have made a new character, D. Cooper. And I am the Urshel that you know and love so well who's going to help keep you alive.
Hey, haven't seen you in a while. I'm actually recording a starting YouTube video.
Perfect. Who better to help than an actual veteran of the game since release for starting characters? I can back off, or I can help you in your tutorial.
That would be quite helpful. Thank you. Everybody,
welcome.
this is one of the people that taught me a lot about playing the game. Helped me out when I first got started.
Yes. Sounds wonderful. Well, since it's going to be an actual podcast, maybe we should create a private team that other people can't join. So I'm thinking, how about we pop out of the public team because we don't know what we're going to get, and then we can focus on your podcast. So I'm going to pop out of this, and then you go ahead and invite me to your private team.
Will do. One of the things you can do here is you go through and you can adjust your...
I'm ready for that invite, and while I'm waiting for that invite, a little story for everybody. It's actually how I met D. Cooper and why I became friends with D. Cooper. You're going to love it. So I like to go around helping new players, but normally it's hand-holding, it's helping people who've never played Fallout before, or it's thising or thating. Apparently, D. Cooper had some experience in video games and or Fallout, but we were able to just get right to the nitty-gritty. Oop, I'm going to accept this friend request before I continue. Or part of your invite.
All right. Took me a bit
And
to remember how
also,
to do that.
join a new team. When you join a new team, you can actually have people share perk cards with you for every 3 points you have in Charisma. Every 3 points you have in Charisma can give you a 1-star that you can share. Right now I have a lot of Charisma. I'm going to share something called Inspirational so that our friend D. Cooper here can level faster. So I'm bringing up my special tree, going to Inspirational, hitting the T button, and it pops up for a split second in the corner there. You see that? It says 3 Inspirational. It'll pop up for 3 seconds. He is now gaining 15% more experience. So please continue with your podcast, and then when there's a free moment, I'll give the story of how I met you.
Yeah, and as you can see, if you go
I'd
into
like to
your
tell the story of
perks,
how I met your brother.
as you see, you can go into your perks, and you'll see a perk card that's being shared by anyone on your team. It'll have the 2 linked squares at the top left instead of a number, which means it doesn't matter.
We're low on hit points.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what.
There's also a skill called Friendly Fire. So I pull out my little fiery sword with Friendly Fire. Oh, watch those hit points go up. Oh, it hurts
Yeah.
so good. Look at those hit points go up. Oh, yeah.
It is actually healing me. You can't see it because my video is covering my health bar, but that's mostly because I also wanted it to cover any team members I might have so that their screen names can stay private.
Anonymous, yep. Anonymity, baby.
Alright, but as I was saying, the perk cards that are being shared by anyone in your team will show up in your perk list as perks with 2 linked squares at the top left. Alright, and now I went and I showed you where this ammo and stuff down here is that a lot of people miss. Let's go and introduce ourselves to the Wastelanders storyline.
There might be more ammo over here, but I can't remember. I'm going to sneak over here real quick. This is totally his podcast, but I'm going to steal it for half a second. So if you come downstairs to where Mr. Robot-y guy you talk to is, and take the second set of stairs, and you're willing to actually take that second set of stairs, follow the big loud red guy. Right down here are a few things that you can pick up that you might not be aware of.
Yep.
If you're
I led them
melee...
this way from the other side.
Oh, well, aren't you... See, you're better at this than I am. I feel embarrassed. And then, if you're feeling like you want a couple of... And then you grabbed all the ammo boxes over here and the stuff over here, correct?
That is correct.
This dude is... You know what? I'm just going to shut up now and let you continue because you, sir, are a pro.
I cannot take full credit. I learned about all of this stuff from someone else's YouTube channel, but sharing it all in one place without being bogged down with the things that everyone also shares already will be helpful.
Plus, you get me a very entertaining loudmouth guy who's been playing since beta release.
And as I was saying, you'll see me go veer off now and then to gather up plants and stuff like that, because this character has no crafting materials, and crafting is super important.
Super important.
Those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They
Poor
haven't yet
Pennington
made any
here, he's
untoward
just not
advances,
used to
but
other people.
Perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
Did you know, if
Do
you're
be
feeling
careful
rather
out there, Mum.
snarky, you can pop balloons!
Oh yeah, I always pop the balloons on the way in, on the inside with my fist. It's fun.
Wait,
They're magical. They return after a while.
Whoa, whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
Now you can be either really mean or really nice to these ladies. It doesn't really affect anything in the long run, as far as I can tell. But you don't get to know as much if you're snarky to them.
Son of a bitch, we missed our chance. We really needed that. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
Ah, yes, the
After
world
you gave
ends,
him
and
the
one of the
last of our
first
caps,
buildings that gets put back
he
up is a
said
bar.
that inside that vault is the... You know,
Plus, I'm listening to
That's
the
where the big
conversation.
one
If you're in
is.
a party,
The last
you
chance
walk
to
up to
turn our
somebody and hit the
lousy
tab
luck
button, you can listen in on what they're doing.
Alright, you can lie about it or ask about it and things like that. But as I said, if you lie and be snarky, she won't share as much information. So it all depends on how you want to go about it.
Plus, you
know,
can get a free
thing
weapon.
that brought everyone back. The
You can get a free
treasure.
weapon, even if you're mean to them. You just got to ask them about it.
But
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
Well, we're looking for our overseer, so we might as well ask about that.
If your
You were a
overseer
natural at
crossed
this.
our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it.
Everyone,
Sorry.
please like and
Might
thumbs
ask
up.
at
This
the
guy's
Wayward. It
amazing.
seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point.
And you can ask about weapons.
They sent you out here without a weapon? Be a quick trip trying to do this unarmed. Here.
Get a machete, which is really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else that you ask about, the treasure, the area, stuff like that, it doesn't really give you anything. It's good for the story. And there are about 1,000 videos out there that talk about the story. So
Yes.
we'll get going.
Watch yourself out there.
Go over here.
Over here.
There's
Oh, you got it. Okay.
scrap. In bags and stuff like that, it's random, so you never know what you're going to get. And anyone in your party gets to loot it too, not just you. But anything that's open, like that, that
Ooh, close hanger frying pan.
and the
No,
clothes
I
hanger.
don't get fried pan.
Yeah.
Now, another cool thing is somewhere around here is supposed to be a tin can. I think I jumped on it by accident and moved it. But there is actually a tin can that's supposed to spawn here. Tin cans are nice because they give you lead. You need lead for bullets. Pick up every tin can you see.
Yep. And if you're going to do things like crossbows and stuff, aluminum and aluminum cans are your friend. Because aluminum is also rather hard to find.
And for our British friends, Governor, it's aluminium. Ooh, tell him the thing. Tell him the thing when we get there. We're almost there. There's a thing. You guys got to see it. It's so cool. We're almost there.
Which thing?
The tower. At the top of the tower.
Oh, yeah, at the top of the tower.
There's a thing. I'm excited, but I'm not going to ruin it. No spoilers. Wow, 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 wow.
And this is why I like running with Airshell.
Now, everyone can call me Urshel, like Herschel from The Walking Dead, but you can call me whatever the hell you want.
Oh my god, there's actually a settler up here.
That's why I was making my noises. Wood. Tell them about wood.
Wood is used for everything from cooking to building. It is one of the most important things in the game, because if you don't cook, you're going to starve, literally to death.
Cool thing, they did do an update where if you have no food in your system, they used to make it that you lose hit points and stamina, but now it just means you don't get bonuses. But yes, if you don't eat, you will be at a huge disadvantage.
No, tell me, kid,
Drink it too.
you ever think about what retirement might be like in this world? This is it. You find
This
someone
gentleman.
to take care of you.
Oh my god, you just got one of the rare ally drops. You are so lucky!
Right? You
Oh,
recognize
foragers are so useful. I've been
Oh my
playing,
god, they are.
I have played for hundreds of hours on my other character, and I have neither enough charisma, luck, or intelligence, or reps with the settlers to get him.
He is amazing. He's at my base. He is my favorite dude. It's not fair. But if you guys ever see the Forager...
Do you have any drugs that'll give me +2 to charisma?
I have one better. I could share a perk that raises your charisma.
That will be enough. I just need a 3 charisma.
Yes, sir. See, teamwork.
This is
We
teamwork.
gonna do it.
And
Teamwork.
despite the toxic people in most MMOs, you will find a large number of the people who play this game are very helpful and willing to
and
go out of their
alcohol.
way.
Alcohol raises your charisma. I have alcohol for you. I'm gonna get you drunk. I'll go get you drunk. Oh, I'm gonna give you cranberry juice too, so that you gain experience points. And then drink this here Oak Holland Lager. So there should be a little, right here in this gift box. Cranberry juice for more experience. The lager for more charisma. You now have a +3 to charisma between the perk I shared and the alcohol.
All right, and as you can see, the cranberry juice here gives a bonus experience for 2 minutes, and
Now I'm going to Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
Gives you a strength and charisma bonus with a penalty to intelligence because, drunk. Alright, now that I have gotten my charisma raised up, let's talk to this guy again.
I've been living in several different areas of the country since the war, and I know how to live off the land now, Always wanted to retire in the forest somewhere.
I can't believe you got this guy. I'm so excited. This is like the best luck ever.
I have played hundreds of hours and never seen this guy before, so this is really nice. There we go. I used the charisma check. I apologize for my ignorance.
I've been sort of scrabbling along, thinking of my books, making the best of it. I have enough time to write.
Quick side note, you can play different songs. If you stand up and sit down again, it'll change the song you play once in a while.
I need a place to stay for a bit. And if you have a place, well, I would be happy to watch it for you. To tell you some stories. I'm a wealth of practical knowledge, kid.
And the followers like this that you can get, they don't follow you around in-game, but they go into you build an item in your camp, and they'll be at your camp doing this or that, and they can do more once you complete their quests. I have been slacking off and haven't completed any of my companion quests.
By the way, you can call me Gramps if you like. Everybody who knows me does.
Meanwhile, if you play an instrument for 30 seconds, you get an ability called Well-Tuned. Well-Tuned increases your ability point or AP regeneration by 25%.
Hey, kid. Call my thing. Too late.
Okay, I can see why you like him. Fart humor all the way.
I am actually currently on a quest. I'm currently on a quest for him on my side of it. After we do the introduction, we might be able to do a side thing where I take you on a quest so you can see what one looks like.
Here I am playing through the song to get the well-tuned perk right there.
Never mind. Where was I?
So, do we show him how hard the game is? Oh, another quick thing, guys. All the enemies D. Cooper 1979 is going to fight are level 1 and 2. All the enemies I fight are level 50 or higher. So if you're in a party with a level 300 level dude like I am, they're not. When they shoot an enemy, they're going to hit a level 300 enemy. But when you shoot an enemy, you're going to hit a level 2 enemy. So we are even at all times. So I'm not helping him or power leveling him or anything. Everything in the game is set so that you can play with anyone, anytime, for any reason.
Yep, it's called, oh, I used to know the name of this. They did it in WoW for a while.
They did. There is a word for it, but it is escaping my mind. It
is definitely useful, and I am not going to go and check all of the locations like I usually do. It's a bad habit of mine. In a game like this, though, it's less of a bad habit and extremely useful because you never know where a quest is going to lead you. So any fast travel point will be useful later in the game.
Oh, yes. Okay, so up here should be the lumber mill. There's actually robots walking around giving you free wood. They're very friendly, too.
One of the things I love doing here... Oh, wait, the fox. Bye, fox.
I got scared. I played this game forever, and I got scared by a fox. I love it.
You never know what you're going to turn around and see, is it. I love being here right about dusk and nighttime because...
Check out that sunset, though. Look at that. Guys, look at the graphics. Look at the sunset. Isn't that beautiful? The dynamic lighting is out of this world. And that's on a lower setting. Imagine on a full setting.
Yeah, my setting is very close to the highest setting. And it's got there's a lot of lens flare, but as you watch, you can see it all just gradient down. And
beautiful.
As the real world seasons change, so do the colors in the game, I noticed.
Yes, that is true. As the weather, so if it's raining, it's foggier. If it's like not raining out, then it's clearer. Oh, and the night sky. Oh, I can't wait till I see the night sky.
I have never seen so many foxes around. Normally, I
Yeah.
find a lot of frogs here.
Yes.
There's the robots that he was talking about. You saw there's one right over there.
Hello. Have some free wood.
Yep.
It's great.
Right through
Chop,
here
chop, chop.
is a great place to gather up a lot of wood, and you get to fight some ticks. Which fighting ticks is terrible when you're low level.
Yes.
They can
But
give
ticks
you
also
diseases. And if you don't kill them quick enough, though, when they die, they explode and you get nothing.
Yeah, they die and explode with your blood that they sucked out of you. It's disgusting. It sucks. Literally.
All right. Let's see. A lot of these wood piles you can search. These huge piles you can't.
Right. So much wood. Wood.
This character is going to be a melee build because it's not something that I usually do.
Right. I heard that.
I started with intelligence though, so I could buff up my healing.
Yes. Oh, speaking of, I could switch back from charisma now.
Oh yeah.
All right. So switching back from charisma, we are going to go ahead and give you inspirational again, so that you can level up faster with 15% more experience points. Ooh.
There we go. I hear it. There's supposed to be a bunch more ticks around here.
Ooh, and for the person who's going to be a crafter later on in the game, the tick blood sacks can be upgraded into regular blood sacks with antiseptic, and then regular blood sacks can be turned into stim packs if you find the stim pack recipe. So long-term crafters, ticks are your friend.
Yep, and finding empty blood sacks too, which you will find any place that is medical based, you will easily find.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
In fact, there's a couple of main storyline quests that sends you into like a hospital.
Yes. Oh, they're fun. Well, I don't want to ruin anything for our first-time players and viewers, but it's not just fun, it's dangerous. Oh my god, I bring a lot of bullets. All the bullets!
This is Fallout, where everything is dangerous.
And nothing more dangerous than trying to play solo.
You know what? All of the ammo and stuff that's usually here was up there, but none of the ticks. It's like someone came through and just killed the ticks and didn't pick anything up.
Exactly. Normally, if you're in a group, things will spawn based on the number of people in the area. So technically, because there's 2 of us here right now, more should spawn. But they're not.
Well, actually, there's been a spawn problem since the update. That might be it.
Oh, no.
This right here is Starlight Creeper. Once you find the recipe, it lets you make one of the best pieces of dessert in the game.
Or if you find someone who has a recipe and then makes that said dessert, and then gives it to you, and then you eat it, and then you get the recipe.
Really? You get the recipe just by eating the item?
Yes. So let's right over here should be. Oh wait, I got a tent. It's kind of a cheaty tent, but whatever.
This right here is a survival tent that you get for being Fallout First. It is so useful. It is a quality of life upgrade that is beyond useful. And any tent or thing that you go into, you can use the stash boxes, and it will send it to your stash box. And if you're Fallout First, or used to be Fallout First, you also have access to a scrap box. A scrap box will let you scrap all of your junk, and it stores it in its own zero-weight area.
Not all recipes can we getting from eating. Some can. You just cut out, by the way, but I don't hear you.
Oh, I stopped talking.
All right.
I was filling up my... Oh, that's right. For new players, it took me forever to realize this. If you are in any menu, your push to talk will not work for the rest of the party.
Some
As you
food
see-
will give you the recipe.
Yep.
Some
as
of them
you
will
see,
not.
He gave me a bunch. He gave me a bunch of food. I'm going to eat it, and we'll see which ones of them give us the recipe.
Because what will happen is if you have the recipe, you will be able to cook it. I'm also going to share Super Duper so that when you cook, there's a chance that you get double the amount.
Alright, it gave me none of the recipes, but that's okay.
Go ahead and try to cook. Sometimes if you learn it, it doesn't pop up for some reason. See what you can cook.
Alright, he is correct. It did not tell me that it taught the recipes to me, but it looks like I have the cobbler and the fox jerky recipes.
But probably not the more complicated ones of the ones I gave you, which is okay. As you eat food, you will learn how to make it. It just might not tell you. The only time you're guaranteed a notification is if you actually pick up the plan on the ground somewhere. Or as a reward.
And I got double one of the items I made.
Woohoo!
I got double from one of my batches of fox jerky, so instead of getting 3 fox jerkies, I got 4 total.
Yummy.
Alright, and as I said, this is your survival tent. You can place it anywhere on the map that is not too close to someone else's tent, camp, or an actual fast travelable location. If you try and place
I had to walk away. Yep, sorry, go ahead.
As you see here, when I try to place mine, because I'm close to him, it's red, which means I can't.
And I had to walk away from this barn quite a ways before I could even place it down. I had to walk all the way back this way.
And once it's placed, it'll stay there. Anyone can use it that finds it, and you can always fast travel to it.
For free?
Yeah, fast traveling to your tent or your camp is always free. The same for doing that with
Watch out, incoming! Alright, if there's anything left, they're not happy. But I'm sorry, we were getting attacked. Sorry to interrupt.
It's
if we get
okay.
attacked, I'm going to fight.
See, that's a mini nuke. That actually looked like an MIRV mini nuke.
This one isn't an MIRV, it's a 2-shot. So every time I fire one mini nuke, 2 come out.
That is pretty cool. Running with Urshel the last time, I actually picked up another super rare item that is now hanging on the wall in my main character's
yes, it is.
camp. It was a weapon called the Dragon.
Oh, the dragon! I want a dragon!
Apparently, it's really rare. I seem to have really
Super
good
rare?
luck. I seem to have really good luck when I'm running with...
Says the guy
Urshel
who
here.
gets the... oh, maybe I'm the good luck. Oh, right. Got incoming. Watch your back, watch your back. There's a bunch I just saw moving in the house, and there's a bunch running towards the house. I'll take care of the ones out there, you get the ones inside.
These are Scorched. They were the main antagonists of the game for a while. They're still pretty high up there, but now there are also raiders.
Outside should be almost clear. Nope, couple more. I'm down, they got me! Oh, nope, okay, never mind, I got my healing skill. I have armor that resurrects me if I go down.
Oh, that power armor, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how to craft most stuff for power armor yet.
Oh, the cool thing is it's actually on my regular armor piece. So I've been running around in my regular armor. I'm just wearing robots.
Alright, there's something you can do to make your scavenging easier once you've started gathering some stuff. You go into your Pip-Boy, go to the items, and you'll look at the stuff that's there. You'll click the C button to see component view, so you can see the things that it'll break down into. And then you can choose some of those components to actively search for. so that anything that has those items when they break down will have a symbol. So once you start being more picky about the things you pick up, you'll find only the things you need.
It's almost like he planned it, folks, because we're right next to a workshop where you could break down said stuff. Have you done this before, D. Cooper? Because you seem like a professional. Because right here, literally, it's a workshop. It's freaking awesome.
Alright, as you saw, I marked adhesive, gears, springs, and lead as my things that I need. At any workshop, you can automatically scrap any items you get if you push R. If you push R, you can scrap all your junk at once. They've fixed it so it will no longer auto scrap things that you need to craft items, like tick blood sacks and insect parts and things like that. But if you're looking to collect items like teddy bears or things like that, you'll want to be more careful when you scrap.
And I am making things, I think.
And as you saw, I just learned how to make light metal torso armor.
Speaking of making armor, is it okay if I make you a full suit of pocketed leather armor to help you carry more stuff? Or do you want to be like all vanilla to show people how much you can die quickly?
I was going to go all vanilla.
Alright, let's vanilla it up.
I would have had the option. I could have gone into a private server and transferred stuff over for my main character. But, yeah.
Absolutely, totally understand.
Alright, as you see, I don't have enough screws.
So otherwise, folks,
you see that there.
Your friend here would be running around in deep-pocketed, heavy leather armor, studded, and would probably never die for a few levels.
Alright, I used up all the leather that I had, but it let me build 1 leg and 2 arm leather pieces, and I already had a leather chest piece that I had picked up earlier. And anytime that you break down an item, there's a chance that you'll learn some upgrades for it. I just learned the stealth blade upgrade for the combat knife, the bruising grip for the pipe pistol, the short scope for the pipe pistol, calibrated receiver for the pipe rifle, and the stinging magazine for the short hunting rifle.
Perimeter is clear. No bogeys.
There I am. Now I've got some armor. As you can see, the combination wrench is marked. That's because I'm looking for gears.
But D. Cooper, sometimes it gets really dark and I'm scared. How do I turn on my light?
Anytime you need to, you can turn on your light. Anytime you need to, you can turn on your light by holding Tab, which is the default on PC, to turn on your Pip-Boy light.
Oh, so much better. I got scared. I'm scared of the dark.
As someone who usually plays a stealth person, I am constantly not using it. But this is not going to be a stealth character, so that's okay.
But what do you mean, a stealth character? Can enemies actually see the light?
Yes, they can. As you see the way Urshel jumps right there, That is
Oh,
the
I'm
result.
so sorry about that.
That is the result of a mutation.
Whee!
It is insane.
Whee! Whee! If you'd like, I could jump to the top of that house, then jump off so you could see how, if you have the bird bones mutation, you can also float through the air. Oh, it won't let me up there. That's okay.
Yeah, the bird bones mutation lets you jump a little higher, and you fall a lot slower, so you take 90% less fall damage.
I will jump off of the barn building.
Yeah.
Can you see me from the barn?
I am almost to where they can be seen. Now they can see you.
Someone get running. Whee! Hi!
All right. On our way to the Wayward. Oh, hey, look. It's a sign for the Wayward. All kinds welcome.
Even the crazy talkative kinds like me. I was in there a whole 10 minutes before they kicked me out.
Out of curiosity, since the last time I played, is my microphone clearer?
Much clearer.
Yeah, I
feel like I'm part of a podcast and everything.
I got a better microphone at my work.
So, I love it. I just killed another fox. Like, right here, it's like another fox. Where are they coming from?
I don't know. I've never seen this many foxes, like, just around. They're one of the rarer wild animals. Them and squirrels.
Mm-hmm. And I love me some cooked squirrel on a stick.
Yep,
favorite
crispy squirrel bits.
Mmm.
Squirrels and possums are one of the best places to find the intestines crafting material, just so you know. And so it was squirrels, possums, and the not anglers, gulpers.
Gulpers!
All right, this bridge right here will lead you where you need to go. There's a lot of glowing fungus around it. But the one thing that a lot of people miss is this box right here.
What box? Where?
That tends to have a little bit of explosives and some junk.
Hey, I like it. Just be careful. I don't want to fall in the water. Water gives me radiation poisoning.
Yeah, water will definitely irradiate you. Though you only actually get radiation damage from the water if you're... Okay, maybe it was my other character who didn't get radiation unless he was completely submerged.
The Aqua Boy or Aqua Girl's perk takes away the radiation damage from water.
It takes away completely, but for... I was not getting any radiation damage at all unless I was actually swimming. All right, these are corn plants, and corn is super useful for cooking.
Corn.
But it is a important ingredient in making vegetable starch, which is one of the easiest ways to get adhesive in the game.
Yes, 2 mute fruit, or mutt fruit, depending on how you pronounce it, 2 potatoes, 2 corn, 1 purified water equals vegetable starch. And vegetable starch breaks down to 2 excess adhesive. Yep,
that is exactly right. Here we got Bessie the robot. You don't want to piss her off.
No, it's the Sentry. They got built-in nuke launchers, built-in minigun, sometimes built-in grenade launcher, lasers.
Yeah, they usually have like a Gatling laser. These Brahmin here, the interesting thing about these Brahmin is they're one of the few Brahmin in the game you can't milk. Of course, it always bothers me a little bit because the animals that have horns are the males. And all the Brahmin have horns, and you can milk the Brahmin.
You know, I never realized that before.
And as disturbing as that thought is, Brahmin milk, when you drink it, gives you food and water back, and reduces your radiation. So...
Now, another interesting thing, is if you get a lot of radiation and a mutation, but you take rat away, it makes your mutation go away. But if you drink Brahmin milk or grape Nuka-Cola or other forms of natural radiation removal, you will not lose your mutation.
There's also a luck perks tree that will allow you to keep your mutations no matter what, or make it so that you are almost impossible to gain mutations.
Yep.
All right. After we talk to the person here inside the Wayward, we are going to end this video because, well, it's been an hour.
An hour, the best hour of my life.
As you see, as a team leader, you can go into private instances, and other people cannot advance their quests, but they can help you advance yours. Your load screens are going to be based on every picture that you've taken in the game. Every picture you take in-game will become part of your load screen cycle.
I had to hit the E button.
The walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now.
Sweetheart. Honey.
What are you? Hey! What
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Ha!
I told you it was going to end badly.
Good job.
Yeah.
Now,
With a
I'm hoping
melee,
you're here to have a drink and play nice.
I have to get close enough
I've had a
to
gun
make that
pointed
talk
at me
happen.
more than enough for one
But
day.
if you've got a gun, you can actually shoot him from the doorway and completely skip that conversation. Put my weapon away.
I just had a lot of fun watching you lop his head off. That was hilarious.
Huh. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Oh, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
There you get one of Duchess's drams, which is one of the most addictive and powerful alcohols outside of Nuka Shine in the game.
Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. No, I haven't seen her, but I have heard her. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit
Ooh,
out
chair.
of date now.
I'll go sit on a chair. Haha,
Maybe
chair.
you're the one she left it for. I'm happy to hand it over. Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the topic of helping one another, maybe there's something you could do for me in return. Just agreeing to lend us a hand in a little diplomatic intervention.
This particular quest
See,
sounds like it's
that
going to
boy
be
you
easy.
put down.
It is not
He's
easy,
not the first of his
and it
crew to
is
roll
not
in here,
super quick
but I
to do
want him to be
everything
the
she wants you to
last.
do.
Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
Say yes! Say yes! Say yes!
That's what I was hoping.
As someone who
So,
likes the
details.
Wastelanders and the settler
Each of these
storyline,
boys came in
I
asking
will
after
generally
Crane.
say yes to this.
I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
As you can see, your choices will be different depending on what your stats are. Because I have a bonus to my intelligence,
Well,
it
aren't
gives you one of the
a
best
smart
answers.
cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give
You
me
will
1
find
second.
as you go through the game that those stat options require higher and higher stats.
Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
And you can say yes, you know how, or that she's crazy. If you say that she's crazy, there's a guy over to the side that'll give you some items that will teach you how to do it.
That's the
It's
spirit.
definitely a your
Hey,
mileage
if
may
you need a
vary.
refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. And here, that overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Alright, so there's some experience and a little bit of money.
I am in the party with you. I received some caps for you finishing the quest. Not as much as you would, but anyone in your team, when you finish a quest, does get money. And it's just where we're going to sign off on this particular video and start a new one.
It is. I just want to point out that the money that you receive is based on if a portion of the amount of caps you would get if you did that quest at your level. How many caps did you get?
Tres. Uno, dos, tres. I got 3 caps.
Whereas I got 5 because it was the main quest. But this quest here, it never gives you a lot of caps. Alright, and this is a good place for us to call this, and I will continue this at a later time.
Forward to it.